Hey, Luke, let's talk about Ultra Mobile for a minute.
Yeah.
And some of its best phones.
Okay.
We've been doing this series on best phones at different carriers.
Right.
And today is Ultra Mobile Day.
Okay.
So what we do is we pick out 4 categories or user types, demographics, and find the best phone for that type of person.
Yeah.
These are good pillars to start with.
Yeah. A lot of times we get people that say, hey, I have this carrier. What's the best phone I can get? And then the next question that we ask is, well, what do you want to do? Because there's a lot of best phones, but that really depends on what do you do with your phone. So there's kind of 4 main categories that we usually come to is what's the best of the best, the flagship.
Yep.
What is the best basic phone? What's the entry level phone?
Yep.
What is the best all around phone? Kind of if I want to have a certain budget in mind, or I want something good and current, but not necessarily cutting edge.
Yeah.
And then what is the best for something different? Sometimes it's productivity. Sometimes I just want a cool phone.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what falls in for Ultra Mobile today. And that 4th category is a folding phone.
Yeah.
So, folding screen technology is something that has been around for the last couple of years and it's just gotten better and better.
Yeah.
So this phone kind of falls in line with mid-range to some high-end, but it's I don't necessarily need the best of the best. I don't want something basic, but all around is fine. But is there something maybe is cool?
Yeah, I'm intrigued by the folding technology.
Right.
And want to get my hands on something like that.
Yeah, so those are the 4 categories that we're going to tackle for Ultra Mobile. Again, they have more phones than this.
Yep.
But these are probably the 4 to start with that would probably you listen, say, oh, that sounds like me. Maybe start with this phone in that category and then go from there. Let's start at entry level.
Okay.
Just a basic phone. What is the phone at Ultra Mobile that I would get?
So for about $150, which is not very much,
No.
you can get your hands on the Nokia G10.
Nokia.
Yeah, so this is one that Nokia isn't offered through too many carriers.
No.
But when we see them offered at carriers, we take notice. They are a good phone brand.
They are, and they've been making phones for a very long time.
Yeah, and they do a really good job of supporting their devices with multiple years of software updates, which is important to a lot of people.
Yeah.
So for the G10, you're going to get an Android 11 experience, which is a semi-current. We're talking about Android 12 and then maybe 13, maybe by the time you're listening to this, watching this. But Android 11, still, it's not antiquated.
No.
6.5-inch screen, 3 gigabytes of RAM, 32 gigabytes of storage. So, those are entry-level specifications.
Yeah. Not
going to knock your socks off.
Nope.
4G LTE.
Okay.
So that is another difference for some people is I don't care about 5G.
Yeah.
The speeds don't matter to me.
Most people that are getting a basic phone, the internet browsing speed doesn't really matter.
Yeah. 4G to 5G isn't going to change when you're texting people.
Right.
Posting to Facebook, just reading emails, things like that.
Sure.
This has multiple cameras, 13 with a 2 megapixel. There's actually 2 megapixel cameras on there.
Okay.
And a big battery, 5,000 milliamp. So when you have a processor that's not high end, it sips at the power and it doesn't tear through the battery.
Right.
So you're going to get, probably 2 days of life out of this thing on a charge.
Well, yeah. 5,000 milliamp battery. Spoiler alert, the high-end phone that we're going to recommend today has the same size battery with a way faster processor.
Yep.
So that might give you an idea of how long of a charge this Nokia is going to last.
Yeah. So, for about $150, G10 is one that we recommend for entry level.
Yep. Moving
up to the top of the ladder.
Sure.
We'll go with the flagship.
Yeah.
So this is the person who says, I want it all.
Yeah.
Give me the best. Throw me the best package you can give me. I want the fastest, best thing that I can drive off the lot today. So what do we have here?
So this is the one, if you've listened to any of our best phones at other brands, you know what I'm going to say. It is the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. This is the best phone from Samsung.
Yeah.
It has all of the features that you would expect from a high-end device. It has a 6.8-inch high refresh rate screen. It's going to have support for the S Pen, which is Samsung's stylus. So if you're doing a document markup, drawing photos, anything like that, you're going to be able to do that. This runs Android 12, so it's the most current operating system. 5,000 milliamp battery, like I said. It does have 3 cameras for all of the different photo modes that you might want, whether it's telephoto, a nice huge sensor for very detailed images, high dynamic range photos. It's going to have an IP68 rating with Gorilla Glass. So it's going to be able to stand up to anything that you're doing. This is the phone that is the best thing in an all-in-one package that you can get right now.
Yeah, it's stylish and it's polished. It is a sleek, very cool design, and it's strong. I mean, it's just an all-around monster.
Yeah, but that comes with a price. So for Ultra Mobile, that the S22 Ultra is coming in at $1,300. So, you go from the Nokia at 150 up to 1,300. It's quite a swing.
Yeah.
But a power user, it's worth the money to get all those features if that's what you really need.
And it's not any more expensive here than if you were to get it on your own.
Right.
So it just happens to be available through Ultra Mobile.
Right.
Now, if somebody says, okay, surely there's something in the middle here.
Sure.
That says, okay, I like to balance performance and capability with money.
Yeah.
I have a budget.
Yeah.
I need to kind of think with my wallet here. Where do you find the sweet spot for that?
So the sweet spot is the same sweet spot that we've seen from other brands, other carriers. That is the Google Pixel 6.
Yeah.
This phone at $650 is going to give you a lot of what that flagship experience is going to give you, with even some stuff that they're not going to give you. But it's not going to have all of those high end things. It's not going to have the super high refresh rates. It's not going to have, it's not going to have S Pen support, some things like that. But you're still getting a 6.4 inch screen. You're getting Android 12, and since it's a Google product, you're going to get upgraded to the next operating system most likely. You're going to have all the security updates monthly as they come out. You're going to have all of the googly things that Android runs off of. Is just going to be that even better tailored experience for a Pixel phone.
Yeah, there are features that are exclusive to Pixel. So there are things that, not only is the camera really good, but there are some shooting modes and capabilities within that software-wise and AI-wise that are not available on other stock Android or Android 12 experience phones.
Right.
So for $650, it's a nice mid to upper tier phone.
Yep.
It's going to give you the performance that you need, and probably give you, I would say, 2 generations of, at least 2 years of solid performance.
Yeah. All right. So those are the 3 standard categories. What if I want something a little bit different? I want a nice phone, but I'm more worried about form factor or aesthetic. That brings us to the folding series.
Yeah.
So what's the phone that we recommend for the folding phone?
So there are only a few designs really available right now, but there are 2 really that come from Samsung. There's a folding, and then there's the flipping kind of phone.
Sure.
Here we selected the Z Fold 3.
Okay.
Galaxy Z Fold 3.
Yep.
This is the one that folds to open like a book.
Right. Okay. So you got a screen, and then it folds open to bigger kind of tablet size.
Yeah. So this is a nice one for not only, that you can throw it in your pocket like a normal phone, but it opens up to give you a 7.6 inch screen.
Yeah.
So it's nice and big, and you can also have like multiple apps running at one time. You can also do, it's got S Pen support.
Yeah.
Doesn't come with the phone.
Okay.
But you can use the digital stylus to mark up documents.
Right.
You can use it to annotate things if you want to do like text to speech or text recognition software.
Yep.
So that's capable of doing that. This has a pretty good mix of upper end hardware. It does have a Qualcomm Snapdragon 888 processor, which for some people are going to think, oh, that's a little bit older.
Yeah.
But when you pair that with 12 gigabytes of RAM,
Yeah.
256 gigabytes of storage, that's a lot of phone.
It is.
And I would argue that a lot of people don't need that much.
Sure.
You know, it's nice to have.
Yeah.
This is not something that you're going to be buying for gaming. If you're into gaming and benchmarks, you're probably looking at another phone that you've got your eye on anyways.
Sure.
But if you're looking for a phone from Ultra Mobile with folding capability, the Galaxy Z Fold 3 is a really good option to choose from. But it does come with a price.
Yeah.
It's about $1,500.
Okay.
But that's not marked up from them. That is just the price of that phone.
Right. So if you're going to buy that from Samsung,
looking at about the same price.
Right.
But the Z Fold 3 is a really cool phone.
Mm-hmm.
It has all of the hallmarks of a signature Samsung design. When you look at it, there's no mistaking this thing for another manufacturer.
Right.
So that's what I would say is the best folding phone to look at from Ultra Mobile.
Okay. So that's kind of the phones that we would recommend for spring 2022 from Ultra Mobile. Again, they have more devices available on their website. And you could also bring your own device potentially. You'd have to check on their website to see if it's compatible.
Right.
But if you fit one of these criteria, I'd start with one of these 4 phones and then go from there.
Yeah. So that's Ultra Mobile.
Thank you.
Thank you.